And welcome once again to our series Home or House is a Thing. In certain parts of this series, it's going to be disjointed, but in other parts, it will be very chronological. Here, we are going to explore the dangers of gas in your house and how the builders shortchanged us and did not properly and adequately install the piping in the attic, and we had a leak for the longest. It would take a miracle, the disconnection of my gas because the credit card did not have enough money on it. And when it came to restoration, I was told that there was a leak because the gas company could not detect the pressure. I would eventually find out that there was not enough piping. Okay, I'm here this evening and I'm going to demonstrate to you how to fix a leak in um, your gas pipe in the attic where you get your heat from in your furnace and your water heater in Plano, Texas. We've been without gas for about a week now, and the the gas company said we had a leak, and it turns out that we do. I did smell gas here before, and what it is that there's a leak right here in this T connector, and apparently whoever put this together, and that's why in today's world you can't trust anybody, you can't believe what anybody tell you. You have to be knowledgeable. When the builder built this place, they put this gas in together, and this pipe right here was not screwed in all the way into the T. And they didn't leave any accommodation. They didn't use any unions to make it a flexible connection such that when you have a problem, you can fix it. So after doing my own analysis, I came in and I bought this little cheap pressure gauge from Home Depot for about $10. Had to sort of configure it to fit on the 3/4 inch pipe or the 1/2 inch pipe, because what was here originally is the 1/2 inch, which comes up this way, and I don't know why they have it tilted, why they couldn't get it straight. Again, this is a sign that the person who originally put this pipe work in here is an illiterate. And so it comes up here, and then you have the flex pipe, the flex connector, which goes from this to the burner. Now the leak is right here. So I was trying to connect the valve over here, 1/2 inch, that didn't work. So I figured out that I had to connect it to the 3/4, so I connected it there. And then I used a bicycle pump, which is this foot pump right here, to pump pressure into the line up to about 14 psi. And I used this little soap water mixture right here and put water on it, and I saw exactly where the leak is. And that whole T connector has a small leak on the right and a major leak on where the pipe is coming in. But it's also a small leak because like I said, I'd smelled gas before. And so here's the problem. As a homeowner, you're always going to be conned, taken advantage of. People come by, they say they're a plumber, they're a roofer. They only have a card with no address on it. They claim they are, even if a person says they're insured and bonded, even if they came in here and they did it wrong and the house blew up, the insurance, they're not just going to admit fault. So never believe that, oh, because someone is insured, somehow you're protected. Because they'll come in here, they'll con me, they'll do a rough, quick job. And I'm going to do a job, and I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to do it properly, because it's my life and my property that's at stake. So today I called a plumber, a guy pretending to be a plumber, and the first thing he told me is that he had to pull a permit from the city of Plano. And guess how much the permit costs? $500. Went to the Plano website. They don't have one permit that costs $500, but that's what he was going to charge me. The city itself said that if you're not replacing 5 feet of pipe, you don't need a permit. And I'm not replacing 5 feet of pipe. I'm just going to correct the problem here. So basically, he saw me as a sucker, a glutton for punishment. And that's what most people do in today's world. Even when you go to the doctor, you go to the hospital, if you notice, if you tell them you don't have insurance, they treat you one way. And then if you show them your insurance and you have good insurance, they don't want you to leave. They will keep you there. They'll give you an overnight stay. They'll keep you for a week. They'll keep you for 2 weeks. They'll run all type of diagnosis on you. They'll even make up new diagnosis so that they can bill and overbill to make money. And that's the world we live in. So you have no protection except the protection of knowledge and the protection of being able to have confidence in yourself and to not just take what anybody tells you. Now here's the thing. In order to fix this problem, I went online, checked the YouTube, and I want to thank all the people who take the time to do a do-it-yourself or to show to do something on YouTube. Because right now I'm filming this and I must tell you it's work. It's not that easy. It's not that simple. People think, oh, people are just looking for attention. But no, it is very helpful when you go on YouTube and you find somebody tell you, hey, this is how to check the gas in your house. This is how to check for leaks. This is how to fix it. And I am grateful to them. And I hope that my video is going to be able to help you the way their video has helped me. So now I'm going to be fixing this T right here. Let me show you what a T looks like. Okay? This is it. This is the T. Okay? And I'm going to fix it. And I've got what a die set. I rented it from Home Depot. It's only going to cost me $15 for 24 hours. I'm going to have to cut a piece of the plywood off so I can have leverage. So what I did is I got a reciprocal saw from Walmart, which I can take back, of course. And I have my regular saw in case I decide not to put power on it. So I'm going to use that and cut a piece of the plywood out so I can have leverage and be able to get to the stuff. I think I will have to use the reciprocal saw because the way that wood is set up, I'm going to have to cut over here, and the reciprocal saw will be the best thing. And I'm going to go through here and then go through there. So then the next thing is I got some, oh, that's what I got to go get, is my handle for my hacksaw, because I went, you know, my friend told me, oh, I got to get this thing to cut the pipe. And, you know, guys like, oh, you can just use a hacksaw, which I thought of in the first place. So I'm going to go get my hacksaw handle, and then I'm going to, I think where it is I can use the handle because it'll give me more leverage. Of course, I could just do it just with the saw blade, the old-fashioned way. Because guess what? If you were in jail or in prison, you got one of these, you can actually break out. You can cut the bars and get out. You're behind bars. Okay? Then, if I don't use the reciprocal saw, I have this jigsaw that Mimi had left me. And she've used it in a few projects, and it might just be ideal to cut that. Because it's not a big job and it doesn't go too far and it's safer probably. So I may end up using that. We'll see in a few minutes. Well, I'm going to use that instead of the reciprocal saw to cut the wood, or use the ordinary saw to cut the wood, and then with the pipe, of course, I'm going to use the hacksaw. Now, they said that if I looked at the videos, they show when you thread the pipe, you need lubrication, so I brought some Quaker, some oil, and I'm going to use that in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some close-up pictures with this camera to show the job at hand. Oh, it's saying I don't have any memory. Why is it saying that? I've had this problem with this camera of late. I put it to film a rat and it didn't even work. Okay, so it's saying there's an error in the memory card. So I'm going to take the memory card out. I'm going to reinsert it. And I'm going to reinsert it in there. And see what happens. Okay. So now, it's still giving me a damn error. Archive read error. Why? Why the hell is this doing that? Okay. I still have an error. Why, I don't know. So I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna go get a better card for this here camera. That's why I tell you, it's a lot of work when someone tries to make a video and to post it on DIY. So anyway, this morning I called this guy who pretend to be a plumber, and I asked him, you know, the first thing he said out of his mouth is, "Oh, I got to pull a permit, and how much is the permit gonna cost me? $500, okay? $500. City of Plano, there isn't one single permit for $500. So he's running a game. Then I tell him that if you're not replacing more than 5 feet of pipe, you don't need a permit. Well, guess what? Oh no, when the gas company out, they got to say. So I call the gas company. I say, well, damn it, what the problem we got to fix don't cost 5 feet of pipe. Do you going to need me to have a permit? They said no. So if this man pretends to be a plumber and he don't even know that you don't need a permit, if you're not putting less of that, is he really a plumber or is he a goddamn thief like everybody else? So that's what I conclude. He's a thief, a con artist, like all the con artists that come here to fix your roof, fix your fence. Any little problem you have, you fall victim to them. And I say, you know, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I know how to solve problems. I can come in here and look at this pipe and figure out how to take it apart. Most people will panic, they'll think, oh, I can't get it apart, but I can. You might not be able to, because most men can't even change a flat tire, but guess what? I can change a flat tire, I can fix some piping, and I'm going to do it even better than they would do it. Because what they have here now, which is from the builder and from the so-called plumber, is a goddamn illiterate job. It is an illiterate job if you look at it. Okay? So, and there's nothing there to help you if there's a problem. So you have to dismantle the whole goddamn thing, making you victim to a con artist like that plumber. So anyway, let's go and get the memory for this camera. And then we're going to continue, and hopefully I can show you how I solved this problem. Okay, I'm back. I'm halfway through cutting the pipe. I had to do it manually, as well as manually, I mean just holding the plain blade and trying to cut it. Then I got some leverage with the handle here. So I'm almost through, but I need some leverage. I need some space. So I got to cut out this piece of wood out of here so that I can work better. I got to make sure. Hey, did I get this the manual saw? Oh, wow. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use this reciprocating saw to cut out the wood out of the way. So I'm going to go you got to be careful of these things. These things are not safe. Okay? Okay, that's not working. Okay, I'm going to come through here. try to cut this way. Okay. Try again. I'm going to see if it'll work on the pipe. Nope. We'll stick to what we know. Okay, so I got this piece out of there. Big ass snail. Ain't doing shit. Just stay in the way. So, alright. Still gotta get this little piece out. I'm gonna need to cut a little more in here maybe, but first I'm gonna see how far I get. Just finishing sewing the pipe. Get up. I'm gonna this is not even safe. Whew. Okay, I need to cut a little piece of wood, so I'm going to use this manual saw, be on the safe side. Step over here on the beam. Okay, I didn't cut any electrical wires. Good. Okay. This is too hard. So, I'm going to do it the European way. So I got my clearance now, and it's still going to be a struggle to cut this pipe, but okay, so I'm going to try this way. A little more leverage. Almost there. Almost there. Okay? No one said it's going to be easy, but it can be done. So you just got to do it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take a break, and then I'll come back and show you when I cut it. Okay? Okay. As you can see, I have finally cut the pipe. Okay? You can see right here the pipe is cut. There's about this much on the side where I'm trying to fix. Okay, the pipe is cut. I'll take this out, and I have to take that out. So now I'm going to show you how I do that. Okay? What I'm going to do first is get my pipe wrench. It's a big one. Take the small one, and I'm going to hook it on here. This is tighten. This is untighten. So I'm going to untighten this part. Voila! Woo! I'm excited. Excited. Okay, I'm going to see how much. Okay. So I need leverage. I probably use this, but twisting it might damage it. So I'm going to get a post. Got this post this nigga got under there. You don't have this post right. I'm going to lift this up on here. Right? So I have enough leverage. And then I'm going to I figure if a person who did this was not all there together, I don't see why I can't do it. I don't see why I need a degree to do it. You know what I mean? Voila. You see? So this is where I had my leak, right here. So just as a precaution, This is a nipple. I'm gonna attempt to just tighten that nipple a little bit. It's a 3/4 inch nipple. To avoid it damaging the thing, I'm going to put that on here, but I'm going to grip it right here in the middle. Right here in the middle. I'm going to grip it. Is it gripping? Nope. Take that off. I need to see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to tighten it. It's pretty tight. So I'm not going to fuck with it anymore. So now I have to thread this part of the pipe. And that's what this is for. Okay? So this is a 3/4 inch. 3/4 inch die. How do you use it? That's the goddamn question. Whew! Okay. So this would fit in here. Is this 3/4? Huh. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, maybe that's not the way it goes. Okay, so that's it right here. This is a ratchet, so it looks like this. So now I've got to figure out how to make it work on this little piece of pipe. So this is where I go back to YouTube. This didn't come with any direct, well, it did come with directions. And let me lie to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the directions. I'm going to, it calls for oil, so I'm going to use some automobile oil on it, and you'd expect me to have the pipe held onto something, so I'm going to figure out a way to clamp the pipe. Maybe I might even put it back on here. This would make sense. I'll put the pipe back on here. Right? This way. This is all 3/4. This is what I'm talking about. And then I'm gonna figure out how to use this die. How do you okay, so how does it work? It works this way. Okay, so I'm gonna go inch. Okay, so something needs to open on here. Because the 1 inch goes right through. And that's 3/4. This is 3/4. This is 3/4. So that's supposed to fit in here. So why isn't it fitting? This is what I'm going to go figure out. I'm going to read this. And when I come back, we're going to thread this. I'm going to thread this. I'm going to put our union. We're going to seal the lick. And we'll be ready to go. So be patient. Rome was not built in a day. And it's going to take me a few hours here to solve this, but even though I'm not a professional, I mean, it's not my trade, but I think I can get it done. Okay? So all I'm saying is just be patient. Be patient, and I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to save you $1,000. Okay? You don't make $1,000 a day, do you? So you can't afford to pay somebody to do work for you. $1,000. And you don't even make that a day. That's like spending half of your income to fix a little problem at the house. Okay? So this is tight on here, right? So when I come back, I should be able to put my die in and just get it done. So now I have to figure out, how do you get it on there? How do you make it fit? Why isn't it? Obviously it's not wide enough, the opening, even though it says 3/4. So it must be that I have to thread it in. So I'm going to go find out, and then I'm going to come back. We're going to finish this job, and by tomorrow we're going to have the gas turned on. Okay. My fellow citizen, or my fellow citizens, I am back. Now my task is to thread this piece of pipe so that I can connect it back over here with what's called a union. So I'm going to need a union, a 3/4 inch union, to reconnect this pipe. Okay? So let's make sure we got our lights secured so it doesn't fall and hurt me. What I have here is a 3/4 inch die, which is a ratchet. So you're gonna, like so. I'm gonna take a little sandpaper and I'm gonna smooth out the edges of my pipe. Okay? This thing's called for oil. I'm gonna get this out of the way. No longer need this. I'm done with it. El finito. These are the directions for this. I put that in there. Take this out of the way. I'm gonna take it back to good old Walmart. This here is for my what you call it? Oh, my we call this a union. Okay, so just gonna bring the two pieces of pipe together. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to need a little oil. So I got this oil here. Not quite what they say it should be. I'm going to put this back together. It has a little spring that holds it in place. I think this is what this is, because I thought here. How does it do it? Oh, wrong way. You see? You gotta know how to do things the right way. Okay, we'll deal with that later. It's not that important right now. Okay, I had a napkin that I had brought just to use to dab a little oil on it. I'm gonna use some of these. What I'm gonna do for now is, okay, this is gonna be in the way, so I'm gonna take that out, and I'm going to put my dye in here like so. But before I do that, I'm going to improvise. I'm gonna improvise. Oh, too much oil. I'm gonna put a little oil on here. Okay. I don't think I needed all that, but put a little oil so it can help cut the metal. Okay. I'm going to clean out my hands from the excess oil. Okay. Now I have not done this in a very, very long time. I haven't used a dye. So to get a good grip on it, I'm going to get me a dry cloth. And you're going to go in this way. This is how you put your dye. Okay? So now it's in there. And I'm going to put a little pressure to get it in. So let me show you. I'm going to hold it like so. Okay, so oh, look at that. Got a piece of pipe. Oh, it's working. It's working. Sometimes you're not sure if what you're doing is going to work. You know, but you got to have faith in self. Oh, I see the pipe. It's going in. It's going in. It's like Lil Wayne. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going to go deep. I'm going in. I'm going in. You see, I know how to lead a pipe. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going in. Look like it needs a little oil. I'm gonna give it a little oil. A little squeeze, you know. Right through here. Okay, I'm gonna take a peep. You see, when it reaches flush with the dye, that's it. So it's not there yet. So I'm gonna go. You know, at first, I didn't think I could get this done, you know. And I was going to be taken by these plumbers, you know. But I had faith in self, faith in man. And I say, what man has done, man can do. So if another man can do this, then Emmanuel can. I can too. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Huh. Oh, you should see that. Oh, that's pretty. People want to tell you, oh, they got a cut pipe and fit pipe, like they're the only one who knows how to cut and fit pipe. Okay. All right. One more turn. All right. I'm going to take this handle out. Oh, sorry. Wrong thing. Untighten this. And I'm hoping that this thing, you would just unscrew it. Now that's a part I didn't get. So alright, so now here's my dilemma. Can this be simply unscrewed? You know? Can I? So this way is screwing in and this way is unscrewing anti-clockwise. So I'm going to turn this thing anti-clockwise and see if that's how you get it out. Okay. That seemed to be working, but I can't get it out because of this part. I'm going to take this out and I'm going to get back to just working to get this out. Okay? So let's see what happens now. Okay? How do you get it out? That's a good question. got pieces of metal stuck in there. So apparently going to get it out. I need to loosen that metal. So I didn't bring all my tools up, so I'm going to improvise and use my key to go in here and just get these pieces of metal out. Okay, so I'm going to like, okay, there's another piece of metal. I'm going to get it out. Okay, so now I'm going to unscrew this. Okay, there's another piece of metal. Shit. Okay, well, it's going to keep trying. It's going to keep trying. I'm going to turn it that way. Gotta get this metal out of there. I'm gonna call for backup. It's warm up here compared to downstairs. I'll blow my nose. Alright. So oh, my backup can't even hear the phone. The phone is on the floor in the middle of the room. Oh, I know what I could use. This nail. Use this nail. So use this nail. Clean out. Okay, so now I'm going to disconnect this again. I'm going to start my unscrewing. So what we have here is a failure to communicate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to redo this again. Screw this in. here. It's gotta work. I gotta be doing the right thing. I mean, so okay, as you see, I have this, and I've cut it, and I've threaded it, and I've put the tape on. This is where the lick was, right here. So I'm going to screw this back in there. But before I do so, I'm going to apply some tape over here so that it will be sealed. Okay, this is a nipple. And there was a lick, I noticed, on this side. Okay? So I'm going to tape it nice and good. Nice and good. Okay? So this is it. This is it. Now all I've got left to do is to thread this pipe. Okay, so before I thread this pipe, it's a little bumpy at the edges. So I don't have a file, but I think a little piece of sandpaper will work just well. So this idiot pretend to put wood under my thing, and it's just sitting there. It's not really on the wood. You know, this is what you call a fucking Dominican style job. I had a Dominican do this for me. Even when they come to America, they still don't understand American values and American standards. You know? Had I seen that before I paid him, I wouldn't have paid him. You know, give the man how many thousands of dollars? $4,000 to put these things in. And he still didn't take his time, and he made some errors. He wouldn't admit his error. I had to fix his errors. So on this job, if there's an error, it's my error. You see? But I bet you they would not take their time to even take a little piece of sandpaper and smooth out this edge. Before they attempt to thread it. And it don't take long to do that. Clean out your pipe. Make sure the holes are clear. Okay? So now I've kind of smoothed this out the best I could. So how they say? So I'm going to put a little oil on here. Put a little something under here so I don't get too much debris into my my insulation. So I'm going to put this under here, and so even when the oil drops, I'm going to put this under here to collect the oil. Okay, so I'm going to stand up. I'm going to put this up so it doesn't get messed up. I'm going to get my oil, and I'm going to get me some oil and put it along generously on this thing here. So it's oil. Okay? Yeah, you can use motor oil. You don't need anything fancy. Okay, now I've got to figure out how to clean my hands. Okay, well, I'll use this. Okay. Alright, so just like I did before, I'm going to go back here, go down under here, come up in here, I'm going to take my die, and I'm going to stick this die up in here, like so. Okay? And I'm going to apply pressure. I'm going to apply pressure. Okay, so this so let's see what's going on here. Apply pressure to it. This pipe keeps moving. Moving. So, hey Jamal.
Yeah.
I need your help.
You trying to?
I need to hold this pipe in place. I'm trying to thread it. It's moving.
Alright, hold it from over there.
Yeah, I'm on this side. Move. Go ahead. Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, you see when I push it, I need you to push it back. Okay, so.
You got pipe, or you putting a new,
No, just a connector. Hold it. Hold it. Put pressure on it. Get it down.
you rent that kit?
Yeah. Is it another place? Richardson. I got lucky.
Oh, they didn't have it locally?
Most places. Keep it down, put pressure on it. And let it move. Hold it, put your weight on it. Put your weight on it. Put your whole weight on it. Put your whole weight on it. Hold it. You're right.
Or just throw it in there?
Just stick the end of the comes out. Hold on. Just like it already is. let's go. You got your weight?
Hold on.
You ready?
Hold on. Go.
Go. You see my keys in there? Okay, just a few more and I'm almost there. You get off of me, and use a lint brush. Almost there. Just a few more. 1, 2.
Hold on.
It's twisting.
Yep.
Use this.
Yep.
I hope it didn't twist. Twist.
Twist to the right. Tighten it, huh?
Huh?
It would tighten it to the right, won't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's supposed to. Let's screw it. Got it? One more. Okay. All right, you get out. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be using this right here. This union. The liquid's right there. So. Look at this dumb job this guy did. He pretend to put a piece of wood on it, but it's not. The thing isn't really sitting on it. What you asking me? Its full weight is not on the wood. At least not on this side. Thanks. For your help. So, all right. As you can see, I had to call for help, but I'm pretty much almost done. This has been a fun project. No, I'm narrating the movie. It's been a fun project. I have gained some new expertise that I didn't think I had, and I am confident that this is going to work right the first time. And I'll show you. But you see, when you do things for yourself, you take a certain pride in doing it. You're not just doing it for money. You're doing it to do it right. Not just doing it to save money either. You're doing it to do things right. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is all that metal came out of there.
Huh?
I'm talking to myself. The what? Yeah, the one that we always have. Where did you put it? Is it in the... Check in my closet on the... But isn't it in the laundry room? It used to be sitting right there. Okay. This is all junk. Trash. Collect the trash. Okay? Collect the trash. Wipe your hands. Okay? Get your tape. And get a knit cut of tape. Wipe around here. Okay? And tape up your pipe. I gotta believe that I know what I'm doing, and I'm gonna get it right. Otherwise, you doubt yourself and you fail. When failure is not an option. Failure is not an option. This system gotta be 100% right. 100% right. Alright. 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 This is what you call doing it right. Oh! Look at that. Look at that. I got some threading on there. Nice threading. I'm so proud of myself. I want to kiss myself. That's how proud I am of myself. So now, as you can see, I'm controlling the GoPro. To the final part of the video, the final curtain, you can see the end product. I just want to tell you that I did have to cut off where you see that union. I had to cut the pipe there because the leak was at the T and there was no way. It was designed for you to be able to fix it. You could not unscrew anything. So in order for me to have leverage, I had to cut the pipe there, unscrew it from the T. It was not screwed up enough into the T. There was not enough threading. And I believe I also removed the T. And I believe I also did some work on that little nipple you see right there to the right. I did this in 2016, so I don't remember exactly all the details. But as you can see, this is my work, my handiwork, and it's no need to own an expensive home, $1 million home. And if you have a water leak, you don't know how to turn it off. If you have certain things going on, I think we should all have a little bit of utility